What's up, guys? Welcome to Crypto Africa again. It's a new week, and I'm strolling again. I would say I'm not lost this time. Oh. All right, so for this week, yeah, we're talking about uh, a topic. I'll give you a story about a topic of don't be scared to fail. Yeah, I see youth nowadays. They might want to try new things, and they are scared of what if it does not work? What if I fail? What if I lose money? What if? To say, there's a saying that if you don't plan, it means that you've already planned to fail. So, yeah, don't be scared to fail. So that's today's topic. I shall not go lost shot. All right. So I'll give a story of something I did in the past, or one or two stories. Let me start with one traveling. Okay, I think now I've traveled to like 8 countries. I still have a few more to travel before the year comes to an end. And how it started, I didn't just wake up one day and go to the airport or it was not, that I put it, it was not rosy. It was not rosy like that. Let me put it that way. You grab. It was not so rosy when I wanted to travel, like the first time you grab. So let me give you a story of what happened the first time I wanted to travel. So the first time I wanted to travel, I wanted to travel to Dubai. It was when I was in my final year, that COVID period, 2020 to 2021, sha. That time that COVID was there was lockdown, stuff like that. But there was still movement in Nigeria. I don't know about other countries. There were a few movements. I think they've started allowing travels. You could travel, but before you travel, then you need to have done your COVID test, all this blah 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 blah. Vaccination was not compulsory, but you have to do COVID test before you travel. So it was close to my final papers in school, my final exam, and I was what's it called? I wanted to travel. Yeah, I've made money from crypto that time. I think I gave a story too about how I lost, was it not 3 million or so my final year. Yeah, that was doing futures trading, crypto futures trading. Then I think I turned from $1,000 to around $3,000, and I lost all the $3,000. Wow, so this fine dog. See this chicken. So okay, back to the story. So uh during my final, I was like, let me travel. Sir, well done, sir. So I've had my international passport for like a year. I'm like, I'm going to international passport. Let it not just be like just there. And it was for 5 years, like so it soon get expired and stuff like that. No, that was not the reason I traveled actually. I actually really wanted to travel. You grab. So that time it was just for vacation to go to Dubai. Dubai boy shot Dubai. So just to go to vacation there and come back. So I did everything. I got to all these agencies. Then I've not really known about traveling. I went to all these guys that do traveling stuff so that I can get visa. Because going to Dubai, I need a visa. Get tourist visa. So I went there. They told me how much they needed for the stuff, processing of the stuff. I think everything then they collected around 250K or so. I don't know against, but around that range, was it 250? I've forgotten. It might not be 250, but I'm just I don't know against it was no, it was not up to 250, maybe one something. I can't remember the price again. So the visa processing, everything to Dubai. Then the visa came out maybe after like 2 weeks or a month. So I got the visa to travel to Dubai. Then I paid for my flight going and coming return. So the way I did this was that My school, there's something called lecture free week in my school. Like a week to the main exam, there'll be lecture free week. I think they do it in most schools. Then I did it so that I'll come back before my lecture week, like 2 days before my lecture week. So during my lecture free week, I'll just uh read for my final exam, do my exam and stuff like that. That is how I plan it. So I haven't booked hotel reservation. I think it was for 14 days or so. I booked hotel reservation to where I will be staying, including, so the hotel reservation had breakfast. I don't know if it had dinner, but I remember it had breakfast. Probably it might have dinner. I can't really remember, but I knew it had breakfast. Okay, I think it had breakfast and dinner, but there was no lunch. So it had breakfast, dinner, there was no lunch. I booked the hotel. But now was that before I traveled, I lost money. You grab like and my visa was, I think it expires in, was it 30 days or so? Yeah, I think it expires in 30 days, something like that. So uh when I lost money, I was like, how am I going to do this? But now I've already paid for hotel reservation. I already paid for hotel reservation. I already paid for my flights going and coming. There was food. The day I was traveling to, when I was traveling to, for the, when I was going for the flight during that COVID period, stuff like that, they just started movements. There were still some restrictions. You had to use nose masks always before entering anywhere, stuff like that. I was like, and I already spent so much money. Imagine using money to book hotel for your 14 days. You are going to stay there, which hotel that includes breakfast and dinner. Then you paid for your flight going and coming. So what's the money just to go Abi? So I thought, to me, when I was going, I went to Lagos. I searched online for those hospitals they do COVID stuff, and I didn't even know, because it was my first time traveling, or wanted first time traveling. I didn't know about those stuff. I went a bit late. Maybe my flight was uh my flight. Yeah, was it 2 days? So not 2 days. It was 3 days to my 3 days to when I was supposed to travel. Because so I went to Lagos. I booked an hotel. So the thing is that when I was going, this is what happened. I didn't tell anybody in my, because I was in school, I was in my final year. I didn't tell anybody in my lodge or where people I was staying that I was traveling out to. This is what happened. I told my wife now. Then I've not even proposed to her. So she came to visit me. She came to visit me, she and one of her friends. So I only told her that, okay, babe, but this is where I'm going. I want to travel to Dubai or blah blah blah. She knew where I was going to. You grab. Okay, I think the flight was from Lagos to Ghana, then from Ghana to Dubai. Yeah, that was it. So it was only my babe that I told, that knew actually where I was going to. For you know, Nigeria have this habit of, you don't tell people what they are traveling on until maybe when they get there and stuff like that. So no, it was my first time too and stuff like that. So it was only my babe that knew that I was traveling to Dubai. So other persons in my lodge, they knew I was traveling, so I didn't tell them I was not traveling. I told them that I was traveling to Lagos to see a family member. That's what I told them. I was traveling to Lagos to see a family member. So everybody say, hey, okay. I told them that I'll come back in like 1 week plus, maybe less than 2 weeks or 2 weeks time before exam. I will be back. They said, okay, no problem. Meanwhile, I was traveling to Dubai. So when I got to Lagos, I searched for those hospitals. I think it was close to weekend. Yeah, maybe it was Friday evening. My uh, express, yeah, go like this then. Right, yeah. So as I was saying, the my journey was on for Monday. Like the flight was for Monday, and yeah, I think it was for Monday. Then I came to Lagos probably on Friday. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and on Monday. That Friday I came, I tried to locate the hospitals that can do the COVID test. They said they've already closed. They also said that I should come on Saturday. Probably they will do it on Saturday. I went to Saturday, so they said they could not do it. They just even referred me to another different place. So they went to do Magomago. I know you guys understand Magomago me. They went to do Magomago COVID test for me, not the original COVID test you got. And that time I said I lost money, right? I didn't have cash like that, so I was kind of managing. I didn't want to. When I went to do the COVID test, they said the COVID test was you know like the original was around 70K. I'm like, that money is much to just do COVID test. And I think all the money I had then was I changed funds. You know, you have to travel to another country, you need foreign currency. I didn't even know. I had to do some small research, and I knew about that then. If they even know how much I had then, they wouldn't allow me to travel. So I didn't have much. Let me just put it that way. I didn't have much. I like, was it not around 150,000? I didn't have up to 250,000. I didn't have up to 300,000. I didn't have maybe just 200,000 and some change, or 150,000 and change. I changed some money to dollars. I think $200. I changed $200. Then I just have some few change in my pocket, which is naira in my account. They now said traveling to COVID test was. They said COVID test was 70,000 then, between 50 to 70,000. I'm like, man, I cannot waste that kind of money to go and do COVID test. So there's no way they can do it. Blah 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 blah. Apart from moving that, I didn't. The hospital was they didn't work. Like nobody was, because the next day which was Saturday, I went there very early. I didn't see people that was doing it. So people that were even in the hospital, that the one that now recommended, because someone else came. Like when they told the man that it was 70K, the man said, you cannot pay 70K, blah blah blah. There's no way they can do it for me. So they said there's a way they can do it. Nigerians. So they said there's a way they can do it. I went to meet them. You know, well, you know, you can't last. So we went to meet them to me, so I want them to run it for me the way they can do it. So you grab I don't know. So they said, okay, there's a way they can run it. Can you come? If they normally do it, it will still come with the hospital certificate, everything, blah blah blah. That one is was it not 35,000? They said between 35,000. That's what they said. I'm like, okay, that is better. I'll save half of my money. That's 50% that I saved. So they did the COVID stuff. They said they will send it to my email. I will go and print it, blah blah blah, stuff like that. If you are going to airport, all your documents that you need. That's when I learned that was my first travel. You better print everything outside, like before coming to the airport. If you need to print your passport, what is it called? Not print passport. If you need to print your visa or your any document that you know you need, that they need physical document for it. Before you get to the international airport, you better print it from anywhere you're coming from before you get there, because at the airport is extremely too expensive. So they sent it to my email. Normally in my school we used to print, you know, I was in university, we used to print inside school 10 naira for black and white. Then colored printing was 30 naira. Then no, that is around 2021. We used to print black and white 10 naira. Then colored copy was 30 naira. Then outside, if you are printing outside the school, like outside the school gate, black and white was I think 20 naira. Then colored copy was 50 naira, right? Yeah, colored copy was 50 naira, just like 20 naira difference. When I went to the airport, when I wanted to print that document, the COVID test, visa, and some other things, you know how much they charged me? 1.5. Oh God, they say who not go not know. I'm telling you, that's how much they charged. 1,500 naira. So for one colored printing, it was colored printing. They charged me one. I was dumbfounded. I'm like, what the fuck? What the heck? So they charged me 1.5 for printing. I didn't want to print, but there's no other place to print. I already there. You grab. So the day of I was supposed to travel, I went there. The COVID test, they already sent it to me through my email that go and print it, stuff like that. I printed it out. So I had to print. Then I was like, let me print two. I mean that I'm managing money. Let me print two copies. So I printed two colored copies. What I was supposed to, if I was inside school, I'll print one 30 naira. Or if I was outside school, I'll print one 50 naira. So two would just be 100 naira. That's what I thought. I printed one 15. Oh. 1515. That's 3,000 for just two. So I changed money. I think I had I changed $200. Yeah, imagine someone traveling to Dubai, wanting to spend 2 weeks or 10 days to 2 weeks. And you just have only and you just have only $200. What $200 do for? She not go come out. I was thinking, okay, when I get there, I will see. My hope was that I didn't want to waste that money. I've already used to, because I already lost most of my cash. You got through trading and stuff like that. But I think that money I've already used to book hotel, book ticket, get visa. I didn't want to waste it. I was like, what's for things I didn't even have food to eat? At least I go to chop money. They give me money food there. I will eat money food, sleep, wake up till the time I will come back, or the time time for my arrival, I'll just take plane back and come. I didn't even consider, okay, transportation I was going to take, some other expenses I was going to spend there and stuff like that. In case you have that kind of stuff, you don't have enough cash, don't travel. Advice, when you are fully ready, because I'm using my own experience to explain, that's when you should travel. Because some people, they don't plan all this stuff and they just travel, and when they get there, things become terrible for them. So as I was saying, I got to the airport, I printed those stuff 115. So the shadow checking, where are you going to? Blah 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 blah. I see this on settling. That was the first time I knew about those other settling at Nigerian airports. I said to some people 1,000, 115, and when I changed those, the dollar I changed, I think $100 one. Then I changed $100 one. Then maybe $20 or $20 bill share. So I got to one place. I've already exhausted all my and because if they know that you've not traveled before, like your some people like I let them see me, I didn't even know people I'm not supposed to show my passport to. I went to show them my passport, like all these people that they're like, hey, yeah, traveling, is it your first time? Not mind anybody who they go ask you, say, is it your first time traveling? All those things now, for because once you say yes, they will not say, customer, they go chop you. Because me, I've traveled and traveled and traveled. That's why me, I know all these things now. My first time, they came to meet me. Even normal persons, people that are doing midoma, help you to carry load. Can you call like, hey boss, can you call, bro? Is it your first time traveling? Once you say yes, money go come outside. Because they know, they say, have you gotten your yellow card? I mean, I've already gotten all those things because the people that helped me to Kenny, they told me about yellow card and stuff like that. I already got everything ready. Yeah, to get this thing, to sign, say, you will need one immigration. All those things now lie. They say you will need one immigration to help you to sign. So and so. Which is the devil help me sign before that you say that one is 5K. God. Imagine the other 35,000 why the cocoa I said no, I didn't use for that COVID stuff. That's why they spend that for the airport. They said 5,000 for 5,000, 10,000 for something for somebody to help me sign before I travel. Say, because it's my first time. Liars. I forgive them. So because it's my first time traveling, that immigration need to help me to sign, stamp. All those ones are normal process that they will do. Nobody collects money from you. They send immigration before they know they carry immigration one place. They say, yeah, they can, because those people they can't pass through some place because they are not traveling that, and they don't collect my money for man 5,000, 10,000, stuff like that. I was so pissed. I was like, okay, they should let me do and travel and leave this place. So they were checking. It was almost time for the flight. The flight said, when you are traveling, always go get to your mostly international. A local, if you like get there by the same time you kini, where they say 8 o'clock, depending on the airline. Some airlines actually are good. So Nigeria, some local airlines are good. They travel fast. But most, I don't want to mention name, 8 o'clock. If you like maybe I just arriving there by 8 o'clock, you'll see fly with them. But for international, if they tell you say 8 o'clock, if you never did there by 6, I'm telling you, you might miss your flight. You cannot there 2 hours before your time. Like not maximum, minimum 2 hours before your time. You might miss your flight because there are so many check-in. They will do this, that. Nigerian airport, you will pull your shoe. So all this kind of stuff, all this stuff like that, yeah. So I went there like 2 hours before, started doing some checking, maybe because I was young and stuff like that. No, I told you I was in my final year. I'm going to Dubai, they check. I said just tourist, whatever, 14 days to go and come back. They didn't ask me too much question, but the thing that happened was they asked me for my COVID results. So I showed it to them. They've already passed me. So one of the people in those counters, like that, when they give you your boarding pass, she stopped me and was like, there's something wrong with this COVID result. I'm like, and you know what? Someone I saw that we also did that the same thing together. I think he was traveling to UK. Yeah, he was traveling to UK. He used the same result, COVID result as I used though. They already passed him, was already going to this thing. You know the worst part of it, they've even already passed me. Eh? They already passed me. I think they've given me my boarding pass. Hmm? I mean, I didn't know. I didn't know. As I when you're traveling, no. For mostly for those that have not traveled before, ask questions. You know where I went to? Me that was normally I'm going to Dubai. Hmm? I went to line up in people's line that were going to UK. Oh God, is that funny? Because I didn't know anything. Nobody was there to direct me. Imagine all those people don't collect my money. Then they go show me say, okay, oh, this is what to do, or this is where to go and stuff like that. There was nobody to direct me. I tried the like people that they give boarding pass, like a particular airline, they can be traveling to different countries. You grab, so they can be traveling to Dubai, UK, Canada. Just grab. So because I saw that the previous person at my front, when they gave him his boarding pass, he went towards that UK side. You grab. Believe me, sir. Believe me, ma. So I thought that that was where I thought that we were going to the same place. No, without asking questions. So when they gave me my boarding pass, eh, I walked to what's it called? That UK side. I went to and the line was very long. They say money not the money not the people they travel. The line was very long. So I went to that UK side. I lined up with them. Thank God say I know what carry the ending. So those people that FC that gave me my boarding pass, I don't want to mention the airline. They were looking for me. Like, where this guy is, he is going to us to Dubai. Like, so, but not direct flight. You got to Ghana, then Dubai. Like, where is this guy? Where is this guy? Where is this guy? They could not find me. So, to the extent that they found me as a UK line, people that are going to UK. So, it was that funny. So, they called me that that they are checking my COVID clinic on that. There's something fishy about the stuff. So, the those that were giving the boarding pass and stuff like that, there was one of those people that just arrange bag, that they weigh your bag. Not they are not oga patakpata or whatever. They're those people that help you to weigh your bag, all those stuff. So one of them, she's like all these SU and stuff like that. She saw the result and she was like, no, I can't go, that there's something wrong with you. She went to show her boss. The boss even said that she should allow me go, she should free me. Like, she said no, she didn't. She was arguing with her boss. So the boss called me and like, if she that people, she knows that Kiniko, that she will allow me go and stuff like that. But this lady, she does not want to give me pass. She now back she dey way oh. She just but though some of them check. It's not from counter oh. It's just people that check, okay, if you want to travel, they will check, okay, you're traveling to so and so country. Okay, let me check if your visa is valid, check if your passport has not expired. And so normally if your passport has not expired, if your passport has expired, sorry, you can't travel. Or if your visa is not valid. So all those my passport is okay, my visa is okay, everything is okay. So it's only the when she said the COVID stuff, it was the COVID stuff that had problem. Oh. And it's already time for flight. Imagine first of all I went to waste time in another line, people that were going to UK instead of me to go to people that are going to Ghana, because it was Ghana, from Ghana to Dubai. I went to enter another someone else's line, like another different gate you grab. So time for my flight is like, let's say 20 minutes to boarding. You grab So the lady was like, I cannot travel. So the boss was like, if she will allow me pass, but this woman, she's not giving me free pass, that I should try to. So they said that they want to call the hospital that did the stuff. So they actually called the hospital, and the hospital said, yeah, they don't have record of blah 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 blah. Ha. I'm like, what the fuck? So they said I cannot travel. I was so pissed. I was angry. But to me, I was so angry. I went to a cafeteria there, those restaurants there. I just sat down there. I didn't think about it. I called the person that did my uh, traveling stuff. Like, okay, can they extend my travel? Now, by this time now, flight has already gone. Like, I already missed the flight. Not that I missed the flight on purpose. I was already at the airport 2 hours before my flight. Inside the airport itself, going because all those checking and being my first time, not knowing what to do. People they buy me money, going to the wrong line. Like say they go UK, stuff like that. So all those things wasted time and stuff like. And last time they didn't allow me to travel. I missed the flight. Then I just sat down. I was confused. I didn't know what to do. I was angry. I didn't have money. Imagine wasting almost, I don't know how much I used in the airport that day. And last, everything, they say you're not traveling. They brought my bag out, my bag that they've already checked in. They brought my bag out that this passenger is not traveling. Presently, now that I'm traveling to different places, I used to see like some people, they'll be like, this person cannot travel. So, my first time, that's how I experienced it. But I give glory to God. So I went to that restaurant, I just sat down. From all these white people, they were there. Some people they were buying coffee, stuff like that. Me, I was so angry. I didn't know. I called the people that process the traveling stuff, everything. Like, okay, can they extend the flight? They said that if I wanted to have extended it, I should have called 48 hours before. 48 hours before my flight. That's when I should have called to extend the stuff like that. Now that I missed the flight, that they cannot extend it, taking that my money is gone. I think then it was around, the going and coming then was around 500k, not too much, but then it was big money by 2020, 500k. I was so pissed. And like, me that don't even have up to how much in account. I was even thinking, okay, I was even saying, okay, can they do a refund? Even if it's not even the full amount, maybe they can do a refund of out of the 500k, maybe like 300k, worse 300k, maybe 60%. I don't know if they cheated me or whatever, because I've traveled to, I think I wanted to travel to, was it Ghana, being one country like that one time. I could not travel, so the agency, it's not agency, these people that help you to book flight and stuff like that, because now I used to do it by myself. Sometimes I also use them, so they refunded me my funds, but not all the money you grab. Like, it was around like 70% they refunded me. But then, whilst those guys, they were like, no, that there's no refund. I was pissed. I was angry, like wasting of money. I've used. I was just confused. I just the $150 that the $200 that I changed before, it was still with me. I just went back to all those people they changed there. I changed the fonts. I changed the fonts to back to Naira. I went back to the hotel I was staying. I bought food because I never shop. I had to go very early that morning. I bought food. I ate. I just called my wife. And I called my wife later in the day that I could not travel. This is what happened though. She was not my wife then, but now she's my wife. I called my wife. She was so. People were ever asking her that what was wrong in my lodge, because she was staying in my place then. She didn't even answer. Like, she was like nothing. So I stayed in Lagos for another, like, me that told people in my lodge I was traveling for 2 days or 3 days. I was traveling for 1 week plus. I stayed in Lagos like 3 days. Then I traveled back to my place, my school. They were like, Chris, what happened? You didn't stay long again. But I just told them that the person I went to see in Lagos, that the person was traveling, so I had to come back, stuff like that. Just excuse. So imagine, thank God I didn't even tell them that I was traveling out of the country, because it's like being a mockery, you grab. So that's one advantage, I don't know. So I came back. and that money was wasted. I was so angry. To me then, I to me then, I felt like um maybe it was something against me. I don't know that God was actually using that stuff to protect me, because the money I had then, because they also said when I go to when I get to Ghana, I'll also pay for something, blah blah blah. I don't know how much, maybe around $50, stuff like that. And I didn't have all those money to pay. If for me to have gotten to Dubai, maybe all the money that will be with me will be around maybe $100. So how is it possible for me if if they have even allowed me to travel? That means it means God used that lady to prevent me from traveling, to cause embarrassment. And another thing was that a week before my exam, like a week before my final paper, which is, if I had traveled, I would have been in Dubai. I was terribly sick to the extent that my wife had tests or so. She had to travel from her school to my place to take care of me. I could never even eat. She was the one feeding me akamu for like a week. To the extent that when I was doing my final papers, the stuff was so worse. When I was doing my final exams, she she followed me for the, like, I think exam was 2 weeks. She followed me for the 2 weeks, all the days I had papers. She followed me to my exam, or waited for me to start my exam, finish my paper, and come back home. It was that worst. That was how worse. I didn't even really want to go for the any, because I could not read. I could not. But somehow I still came out in flying colors. I didn't want to go for any of the exam because I was so weak. So it started like after I came back, a week after I came, whether I even this stop now even make me sick, I don't know. But I'm not too sure. Sha. So I was taking, imagine I've traveled to another country with $100. Probably I would have even spent it, and I became sick in that country. They might even say I haven't had COVID. Maybe lock me for you know, that time if you are having all those symptoms, they will lock you for lock you for 14 days, and you won't have anything to do. What do they call that thing? Isolation. Or isolation for 14 days. That means I would have missed my final. Imagine if I've traveled, I would have been sick there in another foreign country. I didn't have money to take myself to hospital. There was no one to take off me because I didn't know anybody there. It would have been terrible, and uh, 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 I would have missed my final exam. Imagine someone that has been doing good from beginning, and last the final exam, I would have missed because they would have isolated me. That this guy is having symptoms of COVID. He's having, because it was really worst. You got, there was cough, there was vomiting, there was, just name it. So that was what happened. Then, so that was what happened then, and to me then I was angry, not knowing that God used that lady to prevent me from traveling, to save me. You got, so later on, when I became more matured, I discovered that it was for my favor. Like those money that God wasted and everything, those were for my favor. You grab. So it was not like God used that thing to save. But to me then, it was like I fade, or hey, I'll be like I won't travel again, stuff like that. That's why it's not good to give up. This might be happening that you might think that they are negative, or but God might be using those negative things to prevent you from further. Imagine someone dying in a foreign country. You didn't tell your people that are traveling, and I say, "God forbid, sha." Because it was almost to the extent that I've not gotten married to my wife then. My wife mom, which is my mother-in-law, she even had to come and stay with us for like 2 days, because the sickness was really, I think I've not been sick like that before. It was that worse. Imagine someone's being sick like that in another different country. It shouldn't have been funny, or you grab. So that was what happened. This story is, I wanted to say two stories, but this one is already too long. So uh what will be the topic set? Don't give up, Abi. Yeah, so don't give up. So after then, now imagine I've traveled to how many different countries, and now that first one actually gave me information. I knew what to do. Next time I was traveling, I don't shop. All the people they packing my money, they chop, they say, yeah, have you traveled before? Like when you say now who go now, no, but now me I don't go. Who do I not travel that first time? You understand? But next time when I wanted to travel, I think the next time I wanted to travel, I traveled the next year after when I graduated from school. Yes, sir. So I traveled the next year. I went to and places that I even go self go. Rwanda, Kenya, Uganda, and there's one Congo. Yeah, I went to those 4 places the next year. Imagine if I have said, okay, I give up, oh, I don't want to do anything again, or I'm not traveling again. Oh, first time I traveled, it didn't work out. So don't give up. And some things might, you think that's happening for negative, it might be to protect you for better days ahead. All right, that's that for the story, and that's that for this week. I'll see you guys next week. And don't forget, I'll do giveaways in our Telegram channel every week, Crypto Africa. So click more under this video to join our Telegram channel. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.